What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. Now, the Wizards head into All-Star break on a high note after defeating the Los Angeles Clippers. But today I want to talk about how you guys feel about the Washington Wizards at the halfway point. What's the take on everything you've seen this season? How you guys feeling? Do you think there's a chance they make it to the playoffs? Do you think they fall off again? I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think and how you guys feel about the Wizards at the halfway point. Now, I got a new jersey to the collection. It took 50 years to get here. It really did, because I got this jersey 20 years ago. And it just got here the other day. I finally got my Deni Avdija jersey. My Deni Avdija jersey to add it to the collection. I mean, my goodness. I ordered it like 2 months ago. And it just now got here. I mean, it's crazy how long that took. But finally got my boy Deni. Got his jersey. So we got another one to the collection. You know, that's always on the side. I got an old Wizards video, a Wizards jersey video collection I did like a while ago, some months ago. So you guys can check that out if you want. But to get more into this video, you know, my expectations for the Wizards this season was, I thought they would be a playoff team. I thought they would be competitive and a scrappy team. Now, you know, you can say all the different reasons for why it didn't turn out that way originally. Whether it's, you know, Westbrook wasn't healthy with the quad, or because of the COVID impact and all these game postponements and guys had to sit out and miss all this playing time. And even when it came back, who knew if COVID still had lingering effects on them and affecting their chemistry, etc. It's a lot of reasons why things went bad early, or you could say why things went really bad early in the season. One thing I will say to the people who want Scott Brooks fired this season, I'm like 95% sure that that's not going to happen. If Scott Brooks was going to get fired, it was going to be during that stretch where the Wizards were really, really bad. Like, that was going to be the only opportunity for him to get fired, and he didn't. And now the Wizards are, 8-3 in their last 11 games. He's not going anywhere. If he didn't get fired back then, if he made it through that stretch, he's finishing out the season. But, like I just said, the Wizards finish off in their last 11 games. They were 8-3. They were on a decent-sized win streak, beating a good amount of teams. Good quality teams, I would say, as well. And it was like, it started with that Boston Celtics game. That Boston Celtics game, they won 104-91 on a Sunday. That's where it started, because they were coming off of a loss to the Knicks. And they took off from there. I don't know. A switch got flipped. And their defense improved. They looked like they were playing well together. Also, that was the first lineup switch that Scott Brooks made, where he implemented Garrison Matthews and Mo Wagner into the starting lineup. That was also a change as well. And the Wizards' record with that starting lineup has been good. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, it's very interesting to see the Wizards' turnaround from the later half of the first half of the season, as far as, you know, in comparison to the beginning of the season. Because it was bad. Like, it was really bad. It was ugly. It was at a point where people were just like, okay, this is who the Wizards are. Let's see if we can get Cade Cunningham. Let's see if we can get the number 1 pick. You know, it was about borderline basically full tank mode. And, I mean, I even said I was full tank mode at that point, because, you know, you can't ignore what you're seeing on the court. You can't just act like what you're seeing isn't happening. It gets to a point where it's like you can't say it's early anymore, or, you know, oh, this player isn't playing and that player isn't playing. You know, it gets to points where it's just like you start losing hope. And once Scott Brooks made that lineup change and they played that Sunday game against the Boston Celtics, things started going up for him. I mean, they went on a, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game winning streak before losing to the Clippers in LA. I mean, in that span, they beat the Celtics, Rockets, and John Wall's return to DC, the Nuggets, Portland in Portland, LA in LA, even though Anthony Davis and Dennis Schroeder wasn't playing, but LeBron was still playing. So that's still a tough game to even win. And they won that game in overtime. So I have to give props and, credit where it's due for this turnaround. Now, do I still have my issues with Scott Brooks? Of course. Do I still have issues with, like Robin Lopez, players I've had issues with in the past? I do, but I've also given credit to Scott Brooks because he's a part of the reason the team has turned around. I mean, he made the start lineup change. And at the end of the day, the players are, responding to him at the end of the day. So I can't act like that's not happening, even though would I have him return next season and sign him to an extension? No, not at all. Robin Lopez, he's made some big plays, like those games against the Nuggets. He did a very good job with Nikola Jokic. He's had moments where he's helped these Wizards teams get these wins. He's definitely been a factor in them. And then you have games like the last game against the Clippers. I felt like certain games just aren't his games. And I get worried because I don't want Scott Brooks to just overextend him and use him too much. Because then it becomes a detriment to the team. Because everybody can kind of see when like Lopez isn't really having the best of games or he isn't the best fit center for this game. Like that Clippers game, Mo Wagner was obviously the most equipped center for that game. He came back in late. He had a clutch 3. He had like a plus 20-something net rating. I mean, so it is things like that that's still a little irritating. But for the most part, you still got to give credit where it's due. Davis Bertans is a big reason too. He's returned to form for the most part. He's hit, I forgot which game it was where he hit like 8 3-pointers or something like that. But I mean, him returning to form is huge for the Wizards. He impacts the offense greatly. When he's cooking, the offense works that much better. When he's not, the offense looks that much worse. And it's good to see him kind of return to form, trying to live up to that contract that he did receive from the Wizards. And if he continues to shoot the way he's shooting in the second half of the season, the Wizards have a chance. They do. They really have a chance. Bradley Beal, I mean, doing his thing, leading the league in scoring, leading the team. Even though 2K lowered his rating 1, they took his rating down 1 point. I don't get that. I don't understand why 2K did that. That made no sense to me. I mean, like I said, the Wizards are 8-3 in their last 11 games. They beat a good amount of quality opponents. I don't know what more 2K want from the guy. But all in all, with Bradley Beal, I've been very impressed with his growth as a scorer. I will say this about Russell Westbrook. I do think he has helped push Bradley Beal to, another level consistently, and to continue to keep up this output consistently. I think Westbrook has been good for the team as far as, leadership and helping a lot of the young guys, get energized to get into the game and want to, win. And bringing that winning mentality to the team. Now you can, Westbrook will always have his games where he does head scratching things and whatnot. But once again, credit where credit is due, and you can't deny, Westbrook also has done multiple good things that only Russell Westbrook can do. For instance, that late rebound off the missed free throw from Hachimura against the Clippers. There's not another point guard, I think, in the league that's making that play. That's outside of Russell Westbrook. So, and also with this whole resurgence of the Wizards, he's played a big factor into that too. He's been playing better. Like I say, he's still had his moments where, you get a little frustrated. You want maybe him to shoot a little less, keep the turnovers down. Him and Bradley Beal, keep the turnovers down, things like that. But that's just things you have to understand. That just comes with the package. And I think in the second half of the season, I think the Wizards do get in that playoff spot. I don't know if they get to the point where they get to the 6th seed so they can avoid a play-in situation in general. Sorry. Left 4 to, 8th seed are so bunched together. The top 3 seeds is like kind of their own thing up there. The Nets and the 76ers, they're all doing their own thing up there. But that 4 through 8 seed is kind of all really bunched up together. So it's up there for the taking. It really is. I mean, as far as a trade, I would love to see the Wizards bring in a veteran type of guy. I'm still, even though PJ Tucker hasn't had the best season, I still think PJ Tucker brings a great value to the team. And I think you slot him in there in that Garrison Matthews spot. You have Russ, Bill, PJ Tucker, Hachimura, and Wagner. I would really like that lineup. It brings another veteran presence in the locker room. It brings a tough presence in the locker room. Thomas Bryant and PJ Tucker have a connection. They already have a relationship. If you watched Thomas Bryant's workouts and runs and things like that, PJ Tucker has said good things about him already. And Russell Westbrook, has a respect for PJ Tucker because of their time in Houston. I'm pretty sure that's there as well. But I don't know if that'll happen. And I can easily see Tucker getting traded to Philly or another top contender, someone that's not the Wizards. But that's just something that I would really want to see happen. I think either that or a center. A center who, because the Wizards do have a rebounding problem. At the end of the day, they do. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal borderline rebound the centers. I don't even want to say borderline. I think they do out-rebound the centers almost every game. And the Wizards give up a lot of offensive rebounds. They do. And that's an issue. That is an issue. They have a rebounding problem that they need to get fixed. So I do think the Wizards make a move. I don't think it's a major move. I don't think it's for a Andre Drummond type player. I think it's for a role player. Like I said, I will hope it's a veteran, who can really contribute and help get this team in that playoff spot. You got to take this step by step. You got to get to the 8th seed first. You got to get in general. You got to get to that 8th seed. So you at a point where you only got to win one game, I believe. The Wizards will only have to win one since they're not the 9th or 10th seed. I would think they only have to win one time. So you got to get to that 8th seed. Baby steps. People talk about 4th seed and all that. Baby steps, people. But, so all in all, guys, I think the second half of the season, I think the Wizards will continue to play good basketball like they have been doing as of late. They need to figure out how to finish these games without making too many mistakes and dumb things. They should have beat the Celtics, but we all know how that ended. I mean, they shore things like that up, and I think they definitely make a push and get in that top 8 in the conference and get in that playoffs and get in the playoffs. But like I said before, let me know what you guys think. How do you guys feel? What's your take on it? Let me know in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed the video, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the comment. If you like the content. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. And you guys already know I'll be back with another Wizards video. Peace.